What is up, guys? And straight off the bat, I just want to point out that Obey Murkaya, or however you say his name, was in this lobby, and Fade Myth was there as well. And this is just me getting my ass handed to me by, if it'll ever play, by those two, because I literally just was horrible in this game. But this was back when I wasn't in whiteout, and I kind of was a okay sniper, but I'm nowhere near as good as I am now. So let's get on with this. Let's talk football. Alright. Specifically, who do I think is going to make it to the Super Bowl? So, there are 5 teams right now that are potential candidates for the Super Bowl. Everybody else, I don't think they're going to make it. The 5 teams are as follows. From the AFC, there's only 2. The Patriots and the Broncos. I believe that's going to be the AFC Championship game, and whoever wins there is going to the Super Bowl. Now, the NFC is a completely different story. See, because after Green Bay lost last week, the Lions snuck in first place ahead of them. So that means if they were to play in the playoffs, and Green Bay did get the wild card, they would play in the Lions Stadium, depending on if they keep winning. And if they play in the Lions Stadium, I think the Lions are going to go to the Super Bowl. But there's a third team, Seattle Seahawks. They are back, like their defense is back. So I don't know what that means for Green Bay or the Lions. I honestly think it's going to be either the Lions or Seattle Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. So that, yeah. So there's several different ways that this could pan out here. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in the AFC because we have beat the Patriots. As a Denver Bronco fan, I'm speaking about the Denver Broncos. We've beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship before, and they have beaten us. So I don't know what's going to happen there. It's just all up to whatever happens. And then in the NFC, different story, because Green Bay Packers defense is not the best. Seattle Seahawks defense is one of the best. Lions defense is one of the best. The offense of Green Bay is the best in my opinion. Seattle Seahawks defense, they have, or not even defense, offense, they're okay because they have Russell Wilson and Doug Baldwin, but other than that, they have to rely heavily on their defense, which I'm not sure that they can go all the way with just their defense this year, so they really have to step up on offense. But the Lions, on the other hand, they have a pretty good quarterback. They got Golden Tate, Calvin Johnson at receivers, and then they got Theo Reddick at like a running back flex position where they just put him in the end zone sometimes. But now the Lions have got their running game going, which is dangerous for anybody who they're playing because that's the one thing they were lacking, kind of like Denver Broncos earlier this season. But the real concern for them is the Green Bay Packers, because they're in the same division. So anything could happen. It all comes down to like these last 2 games that are being played. If Lions win one and Green Bay loses one, they're in the playoffs. If Green Bay wins one and Lions lose one, I think they're tied, is what the score is or something. But that's what could potentially happen. I don't think Green Bay is going all the way, even though a lot of people do. And if they do, I'd be surprised because their defense is not a Super Bowl defense this year. Because they play amazing at home, and then away they don't play well at all. That's pretty much, yeah. So there's that. Now, what else am I gonna talk about? Let's talk about the playoff picture. Alright, so I just want to point something out before we go to the playoff picture. The Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, have gotten the wild card almost every year. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but yeah. So on the AFC, we have one division still to be determined, which is like Ravens and Bengals in that division. We have the other three divisions are locked in already. So the Colts got it. Andrew Luck and the Colts. Broncos have the division, and then Patriots have their division. So those three are in the playoffs, but I don't know what's gonna happen in the Ravens and Cleveland thing, cause no, not Ravens. Excuse me. Ravens, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and I don't even know the other team in there. But anything could happen in that one. So like even the Browns I think can go depending on if both the teams lose their last 2 weeks and they win. But so anything can happen in that division. But yeah. NFC, this guy ends it because he's retarded. But that's it. You know, I could go on for longer, but this gameplay is over, so I will see you guys later and look out for some more content.